I'm in Columbia, Missouri, which is about 300 miles away from my Hoopty Fleet headquarters in Wichita, Kansas. And I came to pick up my latest purchase, this 1993 Lexus ES300 that I bought for only $200. Now, I got this from a viewer who emailed me after his father quit driving and they put him in a nursing home, and this was his car, and he wondered if I was interested in it, and it was only $200. My first thought was this was some kind of remake of Kathy Bates in Misery, where he was going to break my legs and lock me in a garage and make me do YouTube videos for him for the rest of my life. But he sent me some pictures, and it actually turned out to be a real car, and it actually turned out to be decent. Well, we'll see. I just got here. He left it at a buddy's body shop because he doesn't live here locally. He lives far away. And they're out to lunch, so in a few minutes I'll get the keys and start it up for the first time and see what I got. Obviously, I have a little bit of work to do with the flat tires on the front, and there is a lot of poop on this thing. A lot of poop. Goodness. And a bra. I haven't seen a bra on a car in a long time. And it's got kind of a petri dish going on underneath it. Ugh. Now, normally I wouldn't mess with a generic Lexus ES300, even though $200 is super cheap. But this one is even more rare because it has a 5-speed manual transmission. There weren't many of these sold, and they only did them for a few years. And apparently, this guy's father-in-law bought it new off the showroom floor as a leftover 93 and 94, and it's loaded out except for the manual transmission, and he's had it all this time. The stupid part of this is I didn't bring a trailer or a tow truck or anything. I'm actually planning on driving this car 300 miles home back to Wichita, a car that I've never seen before, that I've been told has been sitting for years and clearly is going to have some issues. So let's go get the keys and see what I got. Okay, moment of truth. The auto body shop was actually really nice. They said they have a free account over at a car wash down the street, so if it starts, I can get it down there. Get all the poo off. Sounds pretty good. That's not bad at all. And the interior is actually really nice on this thing. There aren't any lights on. I guess we'll hair up the tires and then see how she drives. So far, so good.
There, I guess. Right, that's about the same there.
All right, first drive. These tires are dry rotted badly, so if I'm going to go more than a couple miles, I'm going to have to put tires on it for sure. But other than that, so far, so good. Wow. Engine's totally quiet. Transmission shifts smooth. The clutch feels great. It's amazing. Oh my God. The previous owner even left a Beach Boys cassette for me, which is awesome. Got tunes for the ride home. All right, getting up to the tire place. A little sheep fuzzy. That's nice. Ooh. Hey, pretty good. How are you?
205, 65, 15.
Finest, cheapest.
Okay.
Cheapest.
What size did you say that was?
205, 65, 15. Let's keep that in my head for about 5 more seconds and it's gone. Yep, 300 and change.
Yeah.
On a car that I bought for $200. Here we go. See if I can get home for under $1,000. You guys do oil changes here?
We do, yes.
While my Lexus was getting worked on, I headed over to Itchy's Flea Market to check out their wondrous items. What's the worst movie in this DVD collection? Dirty Dancing Havana Nights, the sequel to Dirty Dancing. Yeah, that one's pretty bad. Win a Date with Tad Hamilton. Okay, that's definitely, yeah, that's the winner. Rusty Hammer for $5. It says Old Hammer. Oh, very nice. Oh yeah. A John Wayne plate for $9.99. we're gonna come back to that one if I don't find something else good. Valentine's Day is coming up, actually. Need to find Ann something. For $21.95. And I don't think this is their intended use. I think you're supposed to plant something in it. But it'd be easily to fertilize.
This one?
Yeah. Tactical grade assault knife for $4.95.
Good buy, right?
You're a great buy.
Yeah, well.
I know exactly what I'm going to use this for.
5 minutes later.
Oh. Oh. You definitely do it. There we go. Yes. Okay, that's good. Oh, the windshield washer works. But the wiper blades are junk, so I just kind of made things worse. Oh. I'll get my fuzzy thing up here. Here we go. Get her on the highway. Oh, that's good. This thing's perfect. It's smooth, it's quiet, there aren't any creaks or rattles. 135,000 miles on it, and now I'm $600 into it, and it's perfect so far. I'm gonna knock on the wood, and it actually does have real wood. Lexus needed to source their wood from somewhere, and rather than do plastic like so many others, they actually went to the Yamaha piano company to source their wood on the LS400, and I believe the ES as well. Another cool thing about the ES is the instrument cluster, which had these floating LED needles, but they burn out a lot, and unfortunately they've burned out on this car. It does smell a little musty, for sure. So now I have it pointed westward, and we have about 250 miles to go to get this beautiful car home. I think she's gonna do it.
2 hours later.
This thing made it to Kansas City like it was just a normal day. This thing's new off the showroom floor in 1993. Should I take a chance on some celebratory handbrake turns, you know, for the ladies? I think so. So I just have a few hours left of Wichita, and I already have my car detailer on standby. He wants to work on it tonight, so in the morning, this car is going to be something completely different.
I wish they all could be California views.
I'm standing out here squinting into the sun looking like an idiot just so you can see how beautiful this paint is. With all of the bird dookie gone, you can really see the paint is in incredible condition. The bra that was on this car since new did its job totally to preserve the nose, and look at the inside. I can't remember the last time I've seen an original Lexus interior from the 90s that wasn't torn to shreds, and this one is still crazy nice. I really can't believe this is the same car I picked up yesterday. Now I know what you're thinking. Oh, congrats, Tyler. You just bought a rebadged Camry. But this Lexus is totally different. It's longer and wider than a Camry with a completely different body design, like a little integrated spoiler into the deck lid that looks like the old Lexus LS. And it weighs a lot more since it's larger and wider. And it has asphalt insulation for a quieter ride. Yes, asphalt. The suspension is also more advanced, and this car came standard with a 185 horsepower V6. That's some power there. Not really. Another interesting tidbit is this is one of the rarest Lexuses Lexi in existence. And what little research I've done, only a few hundred of these were sold in 1993, while there were 500 Lexus LFA supercars sold recently. So I bought this thing thinking it was going to be a fun beater to put in some kind of beater bash or a Gambler 500 event, but it's way too nice for that. So what do I do with it now? I'll have to fix the gauge needles and probably replace the brake rotors as they're pretty rusted. Then it's an almost perfect car for under $1,000. I certainly have to give a big thanks to Dan, the guy who turned out not to be a murderer and sold this car for an amazing price. And I'm going to have to find a way to pay it forward at some point. But no, I'm not giving this car away. I want to keep it. So what's one more, you know? Just one more. 15 cars isn't obscene, is it? Or is it 15? I don't know. It's a Bentley, the Lexus, and this Lexus, and the Porsche, and the other Porsche. And there's a BMW and another BMW, and a Subaru, and, oh, what else? Oh, the Jeep. Yeah, I got a Jeep, and a Corvette, and a Buick. That's 11. I know there's more. I just can't remember right now. Huh. Oh, the NSX. Yeah, the NSX. That's kind of an expensive one to forget. Huh. Yeah. Oh, I bought a Ferrari. More on that later, if you're still watching. Thank you for watching.